Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We'll arriving at our destination shortly.
Well, hello everybody, welcome back to AX3. My name is Greg. We're gonna get into this simulator, man. This is the first time I've flown in a couple of weeks, so I am pretty excited, actually. Pretty excited. I bought this airplane and then I just stopped flying. And it happens, you know how life gets sometimes, folks. You know how we kind of get busy a little bit. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, please. Thank you very much. If it's your first time here, welcome. If it's your last time here, I hope to see you soon. It's not going to be your last time here. You know that. All right, let me... So this is like my first time actually being in this airplane. I did get in it just briefly, just to make sure camera controls worked and all that. But I haven't done anything as far as setting up any of our buttons and... not buttons, but like the display. There's a lot of different menus in the displays of this aircraft. So here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's just start on the runway. Hopefully our airplane will start. Everything should be running. Yep. Auto FPS, GPU-D. Okay. Hopefully the airplane is running as well. Sounds like it. But that could be SoFly. That's all doing its thing. Let's let those screens turn on.
Jaws system test. Okay.
Now, does the IRS line up automatically? I believe it. Okay, yes it does. Alright, so let's come in here and just set up, make sure these menus are good. So let's do references, so we have our VREF speeds, so we can set that as we need to. So that sets our, this goes, let's hit it one more time. Okay, so we want inches, change that. Metric altitude off, flight level alert on, and I like it with cross instead of the V-bar, this type of airplane, so that's good. Let's look at nav. So we have our nav sources here. There's our bearing indicators there. Radar on or off. Okay, let's do this here. So preset is localizer 1. We'll do FMS for that format. A rose compass and kind of display. We have terrain, radar, both, terrain off, radar off, traffic on, above or below. Alright, so it's not really anything. Well, hello, Firebird. How you doing, my friend? Yeah, man, I love getting in these airplanes and flying and streaming. Absolutely. Well, welcome. Yeah, I've never been to Nashville in real life, but here's a beautiful city. At least parts of it are. So I think that's it, really. I was hoping there'd be a lot more to set up, but I think that's really it for the menus. The other airplanes that have this system, there's like 3 or 4 airplanes we've flown that have had similar systems. But I've had to do more on the multifunction display here, so I don't think I'm going to have to do much more. Alright, well, let's go start at the gate then, and we'll restart and do our checklist. I think the last time I was in this airplane, last time I streamed, I think we set up our checklist for Sayintentions. So let's go back to the main menu. We'll start at the gate. And we'll go through our checklist. Now, I did upload one for the A350 as well. And I don't know when I'm going to fly that next. Maybe tomorrow. But Sayintentions, there was really no good A350 checklist. And now that there's a new update for the A350, supposed to be redesigned engine sounds, so I'm hoping that the engine sounds are actually louder in the cockpit, because they're really shitty right now. Those bass bitch, what am I doing? KMCI, but yeah, those engines at Enabuild's A350 are so shitty. They sound so terrible. They're real terrible. What runway am I taking off from today? Let's see this for a second. I just want to see if I can park somewhere close to the gate. I think I am taking off on runway 27. Here. Port from Simbrief. Yeah, it is runway 27. Okay. Seven should be up. 19. Maybe it's right there. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Yeah, we'll park right here then. Might make it brighter outside at first, just to so we can see a little better. But let's see. Right now, I think I have real weather, and I think I have real time on as well. I think I remember right. Now, for you guys to see this checklist in action, I'm gonna have to do display capture. The one thing with Sayintentions I wish they did a little better was that the app that you can put, on your desktop for ATC and all that. It's just when you go to capture it in OBS, it doesn't capture the whole thing. I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a second. And it must be real windy in KC right now. Must be all that wind them Chiefs are sucking lately. Ooh, I mean, I'm not a big Cowboys fan, but certainly nice seeing the Chiefs get knocked off. All right, what am I doing? I guess I'll take all the stuff off on the outside here first. Take our pitot cover off. Move our chocks. Oh, well, look at that. It does put the actual tail number. So in real life, this wheels up flight 829. Now, I don't think it shows this flight anymore because it's so old. When I decided to do this, you'd have to go back like 20 or 30 days. But got the real tail number. Like, if you look up this flight today, it's flying in the Michigan area today. It really is November 829 Hotel Mike. That's pretty cool. All right, let's get inside this airplane. Seats should be saved still. Let's see here. Oh, they're not saved. There they are. There they go. Okay, now they're working. All right, so let me get display capture up here. So this Sayintentions deal here, like if I do window capture, it captures this top part with the headphones and the comms, copies that, and then the very bottom, it doesn't show this window in here, which is like where all the meat of their shit is. Like this new update that they had come out. But here's the checklist here. So let's see if this checklist works. Oh, who did I pick? Did I pick Sandra? What's her name? And here come... Yeah, Sandra. There's only so many of these co-pilots you can choose that'll do the checklist with you. you know, if you want them to like say the stuff to do. All right, let's give it a try here. Sandra, good afternoon. Let's run through the pre-flight inspection external checklist.
Alright, let's check the outside of the plane for anything weird, like wings missing or Toby stuck in the wheel well again. If it looks like a plane, we're probably fine.
All right, run the checklist, please.
Right, the pre-flight checklist. First, look at the plane and check it's still there. Then, prod a few bits to see if they wobble. If anything falls off, that's probably bad. Make sure there's fuel, unless you're planning to Fred Flintstone it. And finally, check for Toby, because last time he tried to nap in the baggage hold and woke up in Cleveland.
Yeah, I didn't really think it was going to be like she was going to be a funny one. Let's see what she does for the before starting engines. Maybe it's just this one is just kind of a bullshit one. But she should be doing left forward baggage door. Let me see if I get the same thing with another. Oh, wait a minute. I am doing the wrong button. That's why. Alright, let's try this now. Good afternoon, Sandra. Let's run through the pre-flight inspection external checklist. I forgot I had a different button for her. My bad. Sorry about that.
Pre-flight inspection. External. Left forward baggage door.
Check.
Chocks. More.
Why does it say remove? Let's just say remove. That's probably my fault. I probably typed it in wrong. Check.
Nose gear tire.
Check. Check.
Pitot cover.
Check.
Right forward avionics door.
Check.
Right fuel cap.
We can't operate any of this stuff out here anyway, so we're just kind of... Oh, you know, I take that back. We can operate a couple of things out here. May do anything with the fuel? I doubt that. I don't even know how to duck, actually. Not, Oh, I guess here's, Alright, that's fuel rate. I don't know how to duck using the, turtle beat system. My controller, it's a button, but I don't have the button in here for this yet. Check.
Right aileron.
Alright, so we get the idea with this. Okay, let's end the checklist for now, please.
Okay, let me know when it's set.
Alright, before starting engines checklist. Alright, Sandra, let's run through the before starting engines checklist.
Right fuel cap.
Do we have to really go through the whole thing? Alright, we'll just run through. Check.
Right fuel cap.
Secure.
Right aileron.
Check.
Right tire.
Check.
Right flap.
Check. I thought there was a way to... Oh, we can just click end
Engine
checklist.
covers. Checklist stopped.
Alright, there we go.
Checklist stopped.
Alright, Sandra, let's run the before starting engines checklist.
Before starting engines. Parking brake.
Check.
Landing gear.
Down and checked.
Battery switches.
Off and checked.
Generators.
Checked and off.
Avionics switches.
Checked and off.
Boost pump.
Checked and off.
Fuel transfer.
Airplane looks pretty good on the inside, though. I mean, Carenado did a pretty good job with like the textures and shit. Looks pretty good to me. Check.
Thrust levers.
Yar. Cut off. Check.
Lighting switches.
Off.
Battery switches.
On.
Fuel quantity and balance.
Well, you know what? I wonder if I need to set all this before I turn it on. We don't have a tablet. Except for the base one that we get, so... Yeah, let me go ahead and... Well, it should be okay. If I leave the batteries on. Let's, here, let's go to flight performance. Mass and balance. I think I did set everything for kilograms. Fuel, we have... Oh, I don't feel like signing in. Let me pull it up on my tablet. Hang on a sec. Well, Carenado airplanes usually came with tablets. I was sworn, dude. Unless I'm wrong. Alright, so we have 1353 is what our block fuel is. That's close enough. Let's load that in the aircraft. Cargo, we have... Let's just see what our total takeoff weight is. 5313 is our total takeoff weight, so... That's close enough. Load an aircraft. And load this in air. Okay, so that's all been done. Might as well pull the flight plan too real quick. Alright, now let's check this out here. The fuel quantity. We should be able to check this now. Oh, you know what? Probably avionics need to be on. There we go. Oh, so it does show in pounds there. Next time we'll do pounds. Okay. Sorry. So that's good. We can say now checked. Check.
Master!
Form the annunciator, fire, detection, lead systems. I don't think there's any failures in this. I don't believe so. Check.
Before starting engines, checklist complete.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get our flight initialized real quick. We have our new air rack in there, so that's good. Haven't used this exact one before, but it'll be pretty similar to the ones we've used in the past. Index. Go back to weather later. FMS. Expedition initialization. KMCI. You're not active. Alright, so we'll just push this done. Here. Go to flight plan. This is very similar to a lot of other airplanes we've been in. I don't remember the names offhand, but this is similar where we can't access certain features and things like, which is fine. No big deal. It's just a learning curve. I do have to remind myself though that this is Carenado and it's not EMDG or you know, Just Flight, one of those companies that really give you like a study level kind of airplane. Where the fuck are we flying? I thought it was KNBA. KBNA. Isn't that what I put in there? KB. Yes, I didn't. If I did, it'd be in there. Alright, alternate is Huntsville. AHSV. Okay. Very good. Let's execute it. Alright, let's do departure. We have runway 27. We should put in first. And we have Lakes 5 to EOU. It's so cute. Here to doing Ryman 3 SOKOL And I wanted to do ILS 20 left. I don't know if that's what we're actually going to be doing. With Miranda as... Bet you that's for Miranda Kerr. Isn't one of those pedo guys from Catch a Predator, wasn't his last name SOKOL? I'm just saying. I could have sworn it was. I could have sworn it was. I could have sworn it motherfucker was. I could have sworn there was a Jeffrey SOKOL. Anyways. What's this up here? Alright, legs. So from COU. Well, let me just set the landing here. Alright, so from COU we have STL. Put in STL. Shit, if we're gonna be doing this much, let me pull this up then. So we can at least look at it on the map here together. 38 north. Execute. Let's go next. For STL, we have TOY. Alright, let's try TOY. Type that in here. So I have to I got to do it after STL, so we'll do it on SOKOL then. TOY, top of SOKOL. Yep, STL, TOY, very good. Okay, that's good. Different. KBNA. And we should be right to SOKOL from there. Yep. Alright, and then we can get rid of these vectors here. Let's here should be going to Miranda. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, Jonal. Miranda. Yeah, I have to choose that. Let me choose that in here too. I haven't done that yet. Let's do that. And procedure. And we can get rid of this. Close enough. Get rid of this here. Here. Vectors, execute. Execute. Okay, so this should all be done now. So index, data link, let's see what weather looks like. Requested weather terminal, let's try KMCI. Are not available, no surprise. We have frequencies. We can get to tuning from here. Fixes, holds, progress, performance initialization. Isn't this kind of reminds me of the RJ? Is it the RJ that we flew recently, or the F-28? I remember we had to go into like a back page and set up the pounds and all that shit. Shit, this isn't pounds, isn't it? I'm gonna have to change. Here, and we'll just change all this to change it all to pounds now. Total mass is 11.8. Fuel, we are looking at 11.8. At 3,000 pounds, that's fine. Cargo, we're showing 262. And passengers, 4. Let's see here. Wait. Pretty close. Our cruising altitude is going to be 41,000 feet. That's all done. We should have like a menu button here. At least that was we could go next actually in the other airplane, and we could set up the passenger weight and do that in this one, which is fine. Just I'm looking at differences. All right, so we have that all looks fine. Performance, VNAV, fuel management. Okay, so this all looks good. Let's figure out what our speeds are going to be. I wonder if we can do that yet. Look at that. It's actually working. Alright, take off. No, it's not. Not giving us... Yep, not giving us a way to calculate all this. You son of a guns. Alright, let me try. I guess I'll try logging into Sayintentions. You know, at SimBrief. There we go. Performance. Populate from fast flight. No, that's not what I put in here. I put the prime. I made this airplane in here. Not in here. The PRM. Man, ain't that about a bitch? You can see the flight. I have it right here. PRM. There it is. Yeah, where's the airplane model at? I know I set it up in here. Yeah, see? PRM1. Beechcraft B390. Like, I know I set this motherfucker up in here. Why is it not, That's crazy. Yeah, sure don't. Alright, we'll leave the CJ3 in there. Alright, populate weather. Calculate. 93, 98, 109. I noticed that it's not attuned yet. Do we have? Oh, that's because avionics A and B are not on yet. That's never mind. I was just wondering why to myself it wasn't showing anything yet for you know, where we're at. All right, let's and we can't activate comms until Alright, so let's just turn on the AV. Actually, I don't know if we should or not. See what Sayintentions says. Generators on. Alright, we'll just go ahead and turn on the avionics now. That way we can get our clearance. Oh no shit. Alaska's fun, dude. What kind of airplane you flying? And like what's tonight for you? Is tonight like now, or is tonight like hours from now? But Alaska's fun, dude. I like flying in Alaska. I guess I can just do Sayintentions on this one. Bring them up. Nice. Oh, the TBM's nice, dude. 7 o'clock tonight. That's cool. I'll have to check your channel out when I get finished up today. Fuck. Gotta answer the phone. Sorry about that. I'm not going to go into more detail than just saying this. I have somebody very, very close to me right now that is in a hospital, and I wasn't expecting them to call until like at least an hour from now, where we would be like already in the air, but they called now because they just finished eating and they wanted to say hi, so I'm just going to leave it at that. But, them being in the hospital is part of the reason, a big part of the reason why I have not been streaming or making any kind of content or anything. So alright, let's get our ATC clearance. We have 128. Let's see how quick it changes by clicking on this.
EET. Temperature -1. Dew point -4. Altimeter 2999er.
I see it didn't change it on here.
Altitude -700 feet. Caution bird activity.
Oh,
Advise
comms.
on initial contact. You have information Mike. Kansas City International Airport. Information Mike.
What if I don't like that?
2153 Zulu. Arriving and departing runways 1 right, 9er, 1 left. Wind 305 at 19er, gusting 30.
Doesn't change from nav.
Visibility 10. Sky conditions.
Hang on, let me
solid
click on tune
overcast
here.
at 1900
Yeah,
feet.
see, there's our comm, 128.375.
Dew point -4. Altimeter 29er.
Oh, why,
Density altitude
that is very strange.
-700 feet. Caution bird activity.
Alright, whatever.
Advise on initial contact, you have information mic.
Information mic. Alright, let's go to clearance. But they wanted to talk to me, and I'm like, dude, I'm streaming. Like, I haven't streamed in weeks. I haven't flown in weeks. You know, and you're not the kind of family member where I just, like, talk to you like a friend. You know what I mean? Like, we don't, like, just sit and like, just chat. And I'm not going to just chat with you because you're bored, because, you know, like, that's not a habit I'm getting into. There's other people on that list of people that they can call. They just choose to call me because they think I'm not going to get into it more. Anyways, all right. I don't know what they think. I just know that talking to me faces like that is not, at this point in both of our lives, it's not a, all right. Clearance. Kansas City clearance. Beechcraft November 829 Hotel Mike requesting IFR clearance to Nashville. We have information Mike.
Clearance on request, stand by. Beechcraft 9 Hotel Mike, cleared to Nashville via the Lakes 5 departure. Then as filed, climb and maintain 4000, expect flight level 41010 minutes after departure. Departure on 120.905, squawk 6371. And I know it's not what you filed, but you can expect runway 9er.
Cleared to Nashville via the Lakes 5 departure, then is filed, climb and maintain 4000. Expect flight level 41010 minutes after departure. Departure on 120.905, squawk 6371. And roger that on runway 9, Beechcraft 9 Hotel Mike. Alright, now I wonder how quick we click on.
Beechcraft 9 Hotel Mike, read back correct, contact ground on 121.8 when ready.
Now let's see if we click on 121.8. I just clicked on it one time. Let's see if it changes it. Sure did. That is pretty good, guys. That's pretty damn good, Sayintentions and Microsoft. I just wish it would show here. Like, that would be nice, Carenado, if the correct frequency showed up here. Alright, well, let's get clearance to start up our engines. Kansas City ground, Beechcraft 9 Hotel Mike, requesting clearance for engine start and pushback.
Beechcraft 9 Hotel Mike, cleared for engine start and pushback.
They just changed our departure to runway 9 real quick. Sandra, let's run through the starting engines checklist, please.
Starting engines. Gation lights.
Check.
Beacon.
Check.
Ignition.
What does it say here? Set ignition switch in arm position.
start.
Check.
Thrust levers.
Almost sounds better than the Inabuild's A350. I don't know what it sounds like now, but I know before the update it sounded like shit. Check.
Generator.
Check.
Engine parameters.
Check.
Opposite engine start.
I'm gonna change our. So we have Sandra. Let's see who else we can. Come on into. Check.
Avionic switches.
Check.
Doors.
Check.
Starting engines checklist complete.
Let's run through the before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff. Brakes.
Check.
Passenger signs.
I wonder why we can't ease it off. The environment switch. Need to change our trim. This needs to down. We need to change. Second. Swap the axis on this one here. Now, yep. Now this is doing. Oh. All right, there's that. Yeah, family does come first. Most of the time. Well, I shouldn't say most of the time. All the time it should. I'll be driving soon. I'll be driving, I promise. We getting ready to move here in a minute. Gotta finish our checklist, buddy. Passenger signs. Yeah, I hear you. All right, well, let's just cancel the checklist then. Hang on a second. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything else. I don't think we are. Okay, landing light, strobe, annunciator, pitot heat. So just pitot heat's all I got to worry about, it looks like. And after all dampener, landing lights. Okay, very good. All right, let's get clearance to taxi. Kansas City, Beechcraft 9 Hotel Mike requesting taxi clearance to runway 09. Oh fuck, I canceled. Hang on a second. Closed them out by accident. Why, they weren't responding. Alright, altitude. Let's just program a few thousand feet in and then we'll start taxiing. Oh yeah, and what's our, give me 1 second, we'll get moving in just a moment. I just want to check our barometric pressure. $29.99. Ground. Kansas City ground, Beechcraft 9 Hotel Mike requesting taxi clearance to runway 09.
Beechcraft 9 Hotel Mike, runway 9er taxi via Charlie 5. Charlie, hold short of runway 1 right, then Charlie 10.
Copy that, runway 9 via Charlie 5, Charlie, hold short, runway 1 right, then Charlie 10, Beechcraft 9 Hotel Mike. Alright, circum break. Alright, let's go. Do have both throttle levers set up for throttle 1, throttle 2. Should be able just to follow the dots. Because that's one thing Sayintentions has kind of been doing. No, not necessarily. You do need to have access to Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is part of the Game Pass for Xbox, so I mean, you don't need to pay a subscription or anything like that to the simulator itself. For this particular airplane, I believe you have to buy it. I bought it. I think it was like 20 bucks, I think. Now, in real life, we would probably be getting ready to put on our strobe lights, since it looks like we're getting ready to cross over a runway here. Maybe we won't be crossing a runway. I got live weather on. Pretty sure I... Yeah, everything's live. Live weather, live traffic. I mean, not traffic, live weather and live time. Yeah, see, I think we're getting ready to cross runway 10. In real life, we'd probably be getting ready to put on our strobe lights so we can cross, but we're in a simulator, so you don't really have to check. A lot of flare, a lot of flange, Carenado, you hear all that? Sound like Kirk Hammett's flying this plane. A lot of flange. We're not going to stop, by the way. We're just going to continue to go. Runway 9's all the way up at the end there. I don't think the checklist said anything about the boost pumps being on. I'm going to put the boost pumps on for takeoff. And I want to check the pressure gauge down here just to make sure I don't have to do anything with it. I don't think I'm going to have to. Yeah, see, this is just, there's no way to control it. It's done right here, but it's selected automatically. Alright, let's tune to the tower frequency. Airplane keeps stopping. Oh yeah, I don't know if I have our transponder set properly either. I need to check that out. 6371, so let's go to tune. Yep. Trying to kind of speed up as much as we can so we can just get to the runway already. Put on all our lights for now. Nice little airplane from Carenado. Nothing special. I think the PC-12 is more high-tech than this. Like, the PC-12 that I got from them, which is still my favorite plane that I had from them, that PC-12 is really, really good. Seems like every other plane that I've had from Carenado since then has kind of been a little disappointing. Like, this one's okay, but it would have been nice, like, to be able to have, I don't know, comms that work properly on the screen here, or be able to set our altitude, you know, just little things like that. Have better lights on the on the air shield here. Have a lot of the system options that other people throw in here. Like, I know Just Flight, when they have these systems in their airplanes, they have like menus on both sides of the screens. Alright, we are almost at runway 9. How do you hear that? Ooh, like that flange? It's so bad. Where do these guys get their sound profiles from? Who is mixing that shit for them, man? Whoever's mixing that shit for them. Or maybe it's not the engineer mixing it. Maybe it's the person giving the engineer, like, oh, it needs to sound like this. Man, so many airplanes have that flange, and I never heard that in real life. Maybe that's just the technology we have nowadays for sound, for replicating sound from real airplanes. Maybe there has to be a certain amount of flange in it, and I don't know what I'm talking about. But I know my ears don't like it. My ears do not like it. By the way, I was not planning on taking off on this runway when I set everything up. I was supposed to take off on runway 27, which was directly behind the airplane. Like, if Sayintentions would have kept my original flight plan, which I know there's a button for it, I know I can, but I don't have it pushed. And if you didn't know that, there is a button you can push in the Sayintentions app that I've been using, where you can keep the flight plan, the exact parameters that you set up. But yeah, I was parked right behind runway 27. Kansas City Tower, Beechcraft, November 9 Hotel Mike, holding short runway 09, ready for departure. No issues with Sayintentions lately. I've been having good shit. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way.
Hotel Mike, Kansas City Tower, runway 9er, winds 300 at 19er, gusting 30. RNAV Columbia cleared for takeoff.
I haven't been having any issues with them at all lately. Not since their last update. Alright, well, let's go ahead and turn off. Hang on a second, guys. Display capture. Alright, we're going to do a quick old turn and burn. Hang on, let me get in the air and then I'll talk to you about it. Takeoff power set. He's alive. Wow, this thing is like glass on the runway here. Holy shit. I do not like that Carenado at all. There is no way the airplane should be twisting and turning like that on the runway. Ooh, thank you guys. Unless I had the V-speeds wrong. You know, because I was calculating the V-speeds off a different airplane, so maybe we had them wrong.
Hotel Mike, Kansas City Tower, contact departure on 120.905.
Contact departure on 120.905, Beechcraft 9, Hotel Mike. Kansas City departure, good evening, Beechcraft 9 Hotel Mike, currently climbing through 3,000 feet for flight level 410.
Beechcraft 9 Hotel Mike, Kansas City approach, radar contact. Climb and maintain flight level 410, turn left, heading 090, vectors to Columbia, then is filed.
All dampener on, autopilot on. Flaps up. What was that they told us to do? Turn left heading, then vectors to coup. Okay, if that's what they say, let's do a direct. If we can do direct. Probably just have to put it up there and execute. Might help if I put the landing gear up. Just saying. Forgot about that. Whoa, guys. Whoa, what the fuck is going on here? Turn the autopilot off. As far as Sayintentions and having issues with them, after the last update, which was like a week ago or so, or 2 weeks ago, when they first started doing the checklists, that's when like I noticed like a big difference with like the sorry, that's when I first noticed a difference. Let me. Alright, so levers have to be all the way forward then. Okay, so after the last update with Sayintentions, which was like about 2 weeks ago, I haven't had any issues with them since then. Like as far as fixing up like updates, usually when this screen, oh hang on, let me put on display capture again, hang on a second. When you have when this pops up, there should be another pop-up that pulls up with it for updating it, and then all you have to do is just close out, you know, this screen and then just update it from the pop-up and it should be fine. do you have this app downloaded? Like, have you downloaded the app that goes with it? Because this thing is awesome. I mean, this is like the brains of the whole operation here. Alright, we should be set now for... Not sure why I had to... Like, I pulled the thrusters back a little bit like normally you would do, I would believe. Like, I mean, don't you pull the thrusters back when you're climbing? You know, you can't leave them full tilt the whole flight. Just set this for 280. Actually, we'll do 275. Does VNAV say down here? .64. Hey, we never did turn our boost pumps on. Probably should have did that for takeoff. Not a bad little plane. It flew nicely. We'll get a lot more practice with it when we come in for landing. Alright, so we have a little bit of info there. Let's see what other info it shows up here. Oh wow, missing voices. I mean, maybe one of the updates didn't have the file for the voices. It could be. I would try, if that happened to me, I would try deleting the whole thing. And then downloading again. Oh yeah, I forgot to put my aviator glasses on because we're flying. I got my scarf on like a pilot. Forgot to put my sunglasses on. Now I feel like a pilot. Yeah, if it was me, I would try deleting the whole thing and then you know, deleting it and re-downloading everything.
Kansas City approach. Contact Kansas City Center on 133.8.
Contact Kansas City Center on 133.8. Beechcraft 9 Hotel Mike. That was weird. Why do we jump from me switching comms? Yeah, we're jumping again. Now that I push this button, we jumped again. Kansas City Center, good afternoon. Beechcraft 9 Hotel Mike, currently climbing through 8,000 feet, flight level 410.
Beechcraft 9 Hotel Mike, Kansas City Center, good evening.
Getting pressure. Oh, you can't interact with these menus here? Oh, there we go. Now you can. Okay. UVs. Okay. Takeoff reference. Flight plan. Interesting. So it does have some of this info. Through airspeed, wind, tailwind, crosswind. Okay, so it's on this screen I have to do it on. Okay, I can do that. Position report. Okay, there's our approach info. Flight plan, progress. Have status. Oh, I don't like that. It changed our page. Hang on, did I do it here? Nope. So it changed our page even though I wasn't on this page when I went to change it. So before I was in... Watch, I bet you if I go to previous page, see? And now watch, when I go to takeoff reference, I bet you it'll have that in there too. Get back to that page. Yeah, see? That, come on, Carenado. That's so fucking bougie, guys. Come on. That's so dumb. If you guys are not sure what I'm showing here. So in this system we have like this takeoff page here, right? Takeoff. Well, we also have flight plan progress. We're on page 1 of 3 right now. And we're on the takeoff page as well, right? Takeoff page 1 of 2. So if I come down here and I push this button and go to next page, it puts us at approach, which is fine, page 2 of 2, but now it will get this back. We're up here again. Now it has us on page 2 of 3 as well here. That's so dumb, guys. That really is. Yeah, that's dumb. I don't like that guy. We are on our way. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. I'm a little rusty at this streaming thing. It's been a while since I've streamed, man. I did go into a lot of the settings and tested a lot of things out before I went live tonight. Like I really haven't turned my computer on in almost 2 weeks. It's been a long time since yeah. Why are we bumping, guys? Let's not be bumping uglies. Do we have yaw dampener on? Hang on a second. Should be on. Now, it did say something about 0.64 for climb speed, so we'll put these... Oh! No shit, you really, guys? You only have on and off. Is that what we're doing today, Carenado? This plane, you know, the more I'm in this plane, the less I think it's worth $20-some. I think this might be like a $15 airplane, Carenado. I think you got over on people again. So it's all or nothing. Wow. That's great, Carenado. So happy I bought this airplane. Oh, Carenado, your guys are so funny. Alright, so our speed is doing okay. Still over the maximum here. Why is that still... Shouldn't be flashing like that. Makes no sense that it's flashing. Shouldn't be flashing. Alright, let's adjust our nose down a little bit. Keep our speed up a little bit more. Try to stay around 0.64 if we can. Go ahead and make it a little sunnier outside too. It's a nice little airplane. It reminds me of the CRJ3, the CRJ4, the Mustang. I can't wait for the what's it, the Falcon? The Falcon? What's the one that Taylor Swift, the Dassault Falcon? I can't wait for one of those to come out. I know it's in the works. That's going to be a marvelous day when that comes out. Sounds pretty good from back here. I mean, the Carenado they do what they do pretty well. It's just, they just don't do it real well. Like, they do what they do really well, but they don't do it really well, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, they're on the same, to be honest, they're like on the same kind of level as like, to be honest, like a Captain Sim at this point, I think. You know, Carenado is supposed to be like this really like big name, but I don't know. Their stuff just seems mediocre to me. For the prices they charge for it. Like, it's not like Just Flight or EMDG, you know, or Aerosoft. I mean, I think even Aerosoft does a little better than this. Phoenix, you know, those kind of names. Yeah, not having a tablet and in some of these items just not being usable. Like, there's no reason why we shouldn't have been in the beginning to be able to use this as Switch, and we didn't hear anything. You know what I mean? And we didn't even see any lights flash up either. I am really excited to check out this update for the A350. Very curious to see what the engines sound like now. Oh good, we can actually increase our climb a little bit. We're a little fast. Increase our climb a little bit. The one thing that really bothers me about this airplane is this comm system right here. There's no reason that this top line should not be identical to what we have here. I mean, what's even the point of turning it on? That's a dog on me. I'm hearing something in my headphones. I'm like, I'm not hearing. Do an engine sync. Yeah, I mean, we can't even turn on these buttons here. These don't work. menu button. Ooh. Now that's what I was talking about a moment ago. About menu systems. Yeah, I might have to change my thinking about Carenado here. Other than the fact that it's really hard to see it. Yes. Format, lower menu. This is the map out. This is the items I was talking about. Start doesn't work. Memory would work. Had it set. Stats don't work. Tape works. So we have menu, position, rows, arc, light plan, TCAS. Then we have overlay, next rad, off terrain, traffic. Okay. Big knob uses it. Little knob. Chin. The altitude map symbols, that's what we changed a moment ago in ECAS there. Okay, so it's got a couple of little menus here, but still, it's not like some of the other airplanes we've been flying lately that have had it. I tried this new flight school from Navigraph. Navigraph has this new academy out. I couldn't get the fucker to load. It's supposed to be like the FS Academy that we've tried out. The only difference is that they don't narrate it while you're doing it. They just they give you the instructions, you do it on your own, and then it grades you afterwards, like on how you did versus, you know, their instructions. Been off of work since Wednesday night. We stopped working because Thursday was Thanksgiving, and I'm off until Tuesday. And man, oh man, like I can't remember the last time I've had like this many days off in a row, like, and still had a job to go back to, like when I was done vacationing. Change our VS to 500. Probably pull back our thrusters a little bit. Carenado, why does your fucking plane do that, Carenado? Why? All I did was just move the throttle back just a little bit. You saw how that bitch jumped? That should not be happening. Yeah, that should not be happening. But yeah, the A350 has like a laundry list of things that they supposedly fixed. The engines being one of the big ones. The engine noise, like, and the lack thereof. I was trying to get the update for the Bay 146 because they have a brand new update for that for 2024. You know, for it being native and all that, but it's not out in the store yet. It's out on Just Flight's website, but that's not where I bought the airplane from. I bought it from, you know, the Microsoft store.
Beechcraft 9 Hotel Mike, contact Kansas City Center on 125.9er.
Contact Kansas City on 125.9er. Beechcraft 9 Hotel Mike. Kansas City, Beechcraft 9 Hotel Mike, currently cruising at flight level 410.
Beechcraft 9 Hotel Mike, Kansas City Center, good afternoon.
You're cruising. We have 25 miles until turn. Let's pull it up here.
Beechcraft 9 Hotel Mike, Kansas City Center, expect the Ryman pre-arrival Seoul transition. In about 20 minutes, I'll start your descent. Notify if you're ready to descend before that.
Anyways. For this, if we were really landing on runway 20 left tonight, which hopefully we will, here. Runway 20 left. Have 109.35. Transition altitude 18,000, or transition level actually 180. 3-degree slope. Ground speed. Let's go up front and set up anything that we have to. Actually make this smaller again. Active. Who didn't see that coming? Alright. Well, at least let's put in the frequency. So what was that again? Oh, 935. Do the same on the other side too. Up our heading. Not push on this? Oh, that's so dumb, Carenado. Heading 1, we have a course of 201.
Density altitude minus 1100 feet. Advise on initial contact you have information pop.
What?
University
The fuck are you talking about?
Willard Airport. Information pop. 2053 Zulu. Arriving and departing runways 14 left, 14 right. Wind 120.
Where the fuck is that coming from?
Visibility 1/4 mile. Temperature minus 2. Dew point minus 3. Altimeter 3001. Density altitude minus 1100 feet. Advise on
Well, Sayintentions seems like they're bugging out.
University of Illinois Willard Airport. Information pop. 2053 Zulu. Arriving and departing runways 14 left, 14 right. Wind 120 and 25. Visibility 1/4 mile. Temperature minus 2. Dew point minus 3. Altimeter 3001. Density altitude minus 1100 feet. Advise on initial contact you have information pop. University of Illinois Willard Airport. Information pop. 2053.
Sayintentions is broke as fuck right now.
Arriving and departing runways 14 left, 14 right. Wind 120 and 25. Visibility 1/4 mile. Temperature minus 2. Dew point minus 3. Altimeter 3001. Density altitude minus 1100 feet. Advise on initial contact you have information pop. University of Illinois Willard Airport. Information.
Alright, let's close out Sayintentions. Try to get them pulled back up again. I don't know why they would just start doing that out of nowhere. I might be having a problem. Yeah, they're still trying to give me, it's crazy. Yeah, their system is bugging out. I'll keep monitoring it because it's still doing it.
053 Zulu.
It's crazy that it's doing that. I even clicked on new flight and everything. It's just stuck on that right now. Alright, let's just leave it running in the background. I'll set it for 125.9, which is what it should be. This isn't even working anymore. You can see Sayintentions is still got that pop-up. I don't know what's going on with their system tonight. That's really strange. Like, here's ATIS. we have 125.9 on. Wonder if I turned it on Pro, if that would change anything. Let me close this out. Let me try reopening it. Nope, still doing it. Turn Pro mode off. You have to use standard mode to do the air traffic, I mean the checklists. Rapid descent's coming up. 70 miles. That's really weird. Nashville Airport. That's not our national airport. So yeah, still giving us that, very weird. The radar contact, everything's unknown now. Unless my, unless I don't have a, active subscription anymore. Let me turn off display caption to check my real quick. Possible. No, renewal's in 10 days, so. This is why I don't want to partner with y'all, because you guys just, I don't know. Well, let me rephrase that. This is why I should partner with you. You should have me as a partner, so I can help you out when these kind of things happen. Because there's no way this should have happened. No freaking way, and we're still broken. Alright, let's just close Sayintentions for now. I'll check it in a few minutes. That's the one I like right there. Sir, let me see that one. There's our top of descent coming up. We still can't use this to zoom in or out, can we? We still have to use this one. It's still the same on both sides. It sure is. Check out our weather for landing. The Pascal's origin. Maybe there's no way to change it. Could have sworn there was a way to change it. Well. Look at our arrival. SOKOL, we should be over 24,000 at Rants. By the time we get to Ryman, we should be between 15 and 19,000 feet. Let's see if that says it for us. Yeah, it sure does. Iki, 12,000. Jonal, nothing. Turt, 7,000. At 210 knots we have there. And we have Miranda after that. Very good, guys. Like it. $6,000. 4,000, 2,000. Very good. But we don't have to worry about inputting anything for weather or anything. They don't have a spot course to put it in. Oh, look at that. Our Beechcraft info on the heading is not even putting up the right info anymore. And I was just saying some very nice things about you tonight, Sayintentions. Up until this. Oh, wait a minute, we might be okay now. Might be okay. Try to reconnect. I believe it's still showing. Still doesn't have us in the right place. That sucks. It says lift dump switch unlock or before landing. Alright, let's put in. Now you can see it's got a different altitude here already. It's got our VNAV altitude. So let's go ahead and arm VNAV. There's VNAV. Alright, lift dump switch. do that right there. Speed brake. Oh, here it is, right here. What did it say we had to do? Let me pull back up, Sayintentions. We have begun our descent. I wonder if it's fixed. Before landing, we have the lift on switch is unlocked. I have Nashville's info pulled up now, just in case it starts working again. I don't think it is, because not showing it here, which is where it should be showing it. Yeah, it's a shame that it stopped working. I like Sayintentions. I wonder where this airport is, if they're talking about APAH, where that is. That's not too far from where we're at. Very strange. Never had this happen to me before with Sayintentions, where it just like wouldn't connect. Alright, well, we just won't use Sayintentions for the rest of the flight. Let me turn them off. For all that flange. I like the tail here, where it's got the B390, like, I think that's pretty cool. I like the style of the airplane. It's pretty cool looking little airplane. One little airplane for 20 bucks. Might be 25. I don't remember. I don't know what it is now. When I bought it, it was 25, I think. It's close to a $25 airplane, I think. I really think it's like a $15 airplane. In all actuality, I think like 15. maybe $18. I don't think this to me this is not a $25 airplane. Alright, we're getting ready to make our next turn. Alright, and we need to be below 19 and between 15 and 19,000, so that's that. Oh shit, I was pushing the wrong button. I was moving our flaps by accident. I meant to be doing this instead. Alright, let's put this on 15,000. Stick with our descent on here for a while. Got a pressure of 30.14. Wonder what type of camera angles they got. Nice little camera angle. I still love it that they put the whatever you type in, they put it on the engine there. I think that's really cool. Yeah, this B391A, I like that. That's pretty cool looking. What's up, yo? See, he got glasses on. He know what up. See, that shit happens sometimes. You know why that happens? Because we went into that external camera mode. A lot of times when I'm in that camera mode, it deactivates the autopilot for some reason. No clue why. I have no idea why. But on almost every airplane, it'll do that. Very strange why that happens. Trying to find out what's doing that backlighting. Oh, it might be this floodlighting. Oh, that doesn't change anything. Very strange that floodlighting is always on. Not that it's a problem, but it's odd that you can't adjust the height of it. And we're at 30.14 right now. Doing a good job of adjusting the altitude automatically in the magenta here. It's pretty nice. Once we get to 12,000 feet, we're going to go into BS mode. Lights look good from the outside. They're not too bright. They actually look really good. For a lot of the lights I've seen in FS 2024, they look real good. I wonder if I turn the icing up on the windshield, if we'll get ice accumulation again on the windows. That was a pretty cool effect when we were taking off. We'll have to try that again at another time. Like the next one, next flight. If we ever do another flight in this airplane, we'll have to try it again. We're now in VS mode. I usually like staying around 1,300 feet a minute. Just a preference of mine. Yep, we got some ice on the window again. Very cool effect, guys. I like that. Little things like that add to the realism of this. I like that a lot. That's a really cool effect. Even though it might not be happening since we have the system turned on, I'm willing to forego it since we don't have that as an active system anyways. Like, we're just flipping the switch and that's it. Like, it doesn't actually work. Which is okay. $6,000 feet. Let's go into heading mode. Localizer mode. $25 miles out. Hey, look, it's working now. 125.9. Now it's too late. I'm not gonna. But it's got the right frequency in there now. There's a localizer popping up there. I like that. That's cool. Will it do the same thing for flight management? Probably not. But I like that it has the localizer as a backup there. That's cool. That's a cool effect, though. Booster pumps on. At 11 degrees Celsius, we could turn off localizer was captured. Don't care about V altitude, bitch. Oh shit. There's our glide slope indicator. Alright, let's do approach. So flaps 1. I like when it has the flaps indicator on the primary flight display there. I like that. That's cool. The dumper needs to be unlocked. Slow our ascent, our descent a little bit. Capture this glide slope. Start to come into view now a little better. I've been watching a lot of raw fill. So DSP Gaming, I've been watching one of the detractor channels a lot lately. It's called Raw Fill, I think. Or Fill Raw or something like that. But all they do is just screenshot his stream and just put it up on their channel. But the chat is so much, the chat is so much fun to interact with on that channel, man. I've been having such a good time just interacting with that chat lately. It's been a really good way to kind of get my mind off of things. It's awesome. Alright, we are in descent mode. Now landing speed, they have it like V18, 118, 126, I guess. I don't really know. Sounds about right for this kind of airplane. There's Nashville International. I'm gonna wait till we're closer to put more flaps down. Kinda curious how this airplane would do landing itself. Ew, no, it's flooded down there. Look at the flood. The first time I saw the flood in Halo, it creeped the shit out of me. I was like, what the hell are these things? Landing gear down. 10 miles out now. Go flaps 20. One more level for flaps. Yeah, the Flood, man, when I first saw them on Halo, I was like, what the hell are these things? They were so hard to kill compared to the regular bad guys, too. When I played the first Halo, like 20 years ago or something like that, I was like, damn, these things are fucking hard to kill. If you had the shotgun, though, you could do your duty real easily. The shotgun made it really handy. See that little green dot by 100 knots down here on our... Yes, I do. I need a captain's hat, I do. Yeah, I think I'm looking at actually buying it. The tracking IR, I think it would be awesome. Just to be able to turn your head and like and be able to like look around instead of having to use these like buttons now. That would be like, yeah, I definitely want to get track IR, that's for sure. I've been pricing it out, like I'm very close to buying it. I think before the end of the year I'll have it. I think like last time I looked it was like 150 bucks, I think. Maybe 170 something, something like that. It was under 200, I thought. Unless I'm completely wrong about the price of it. Alright, we're gonna go flaps full here in a minute. Had to turn Sayintentions off. They were not working properly. It wouldn't connect us to the station. It just kept on giving us ATIS messages. Yeah, I think track IR is great. I know the captain was using it for a while. You know, I don't know what happened to him, but I know before he went missing, he was using it and he said it was really cool. And I've watched some streamers use it before too. I think it's a really cool thing to use. Alright, flaps full. I'm going to take manual control of this thing here in a minute. Even now, I'm very curious how this thing will land on its own, but we should probably do our own landing. Before I do anything, let me check the trim, make sure trim is... Alright, trim's in the middle. That's good. That's a good start, at least. Alright, let's see here. My controls, y'all dampen her off. Yeah, I might actually take a closer look at it after I'm done flying tonight. Because, I mean, if there's a way I can get it now and just, like, pay for it over a few weeks. Like, there's PayPal's got these things where you can pay for things, like, over a few weeks. And then I also have Firm also, and I do have a credit card as well. But I try to only use that for, like, emergencies. But yeah, I'm like... I just picked it up yesterday. On Black Friday, but I just got cold feet at the last minute. I had it in the cart, was getting ready to check out, and I just got cold feet about it. It is windy out here today, good lord. First time landing an airplane in like 3 weeks. Since the last time I streamed, whenever that was. Maybe 3 weeks ago. Almost stalled out. Could have had the center line a little better, but I'll take it. All right, let's taxi over, and we'll stop, I guess. Even though I don't have Sayintentions on right now. I'm curious how the checklist will be for the A350. I kind of want to check that out real quick. Because I have the A350 checklist set. Yeah, actually, let me do that now. Let's, I want to do an A350 flight tomorrow. Second, let me, here, I'll show everybody how to switch it. Give me a second. Get my Sayintentions account brought up here real quick. I downloaded the checklist. Now, we really don't need a checklist for the A350. Like, we've flown it enough. When I say we, like all of us in this, sim community, I mean, a lot of us have flown it. So we know, like, what to do to turn it on. But there's a really cool checklist in flightsim.to. Hey, what's up there? Yeah, I just don't think it's working properly tonight. Let me get there. I don't want to dox myself, so let me get the checklist tuner pulled up first, and then I'll turn the display capture back. Let's see if it actually works. Look at this picture here. Look how cool that looks. That's from above ground. Like, here's the city over here. I didn't know what this was at first. At first, I thought it was a tree, and then I was like, whoa, that's cool. But it's not a tree. There's, like, clouds and then rivers and shit. You don't have to... It's all good. I think I was done talking anyways. Okay, so let me go to my checklist editor. Let's go... A350. I uploaded these today. Let's activate this. Save. And then I believe I actually have to do a flight as well. Let me... yeah, 9. I want to say it was, I don't think it's going to work, actually. Right. This is, Emirates, I did. Second. We find out the, a UAE 853. I just wanted to do a small flight just to try it out. 53. Get the tail number. Checklist tuner. Here, let's do tail number. Auto. Where did it take off from? Terminal 3. E11. Oh, yeah, we actually have to build the flight too, don't we? Okay. In a build. Well, that's fine. I don't really care about any of this stuff right now. Except for this here. 500 kilograms. HDMl. 30 for AC and 10 for weather. Generate flight. Okay. Let's see about this now. I'll put the sound back on in a minute once we get back into it. A UAE default. No, it's this one. France, Qatar, Emirates. Our tail number. AE853. Unable to send brief. Oh, downloader. That's fine. Okay, so this is not the right variant. Very weird. What happened to all the liveries on the outside? Unless I have to choose. See here. All right, let me try this one last time. See here. Okay, Emirates cabin. You know what I have to do? I have to download the liveries again. That's right. I forgot to download the liveries. I just reinstalled this aircraft. Okay, well that's fine. I don't need the livery today. I'm not really flying it. I just want to see if the checklist will pop up. C11. There's no C11. What about E10? Oh. Alright, we'll just do gate 10. Today, I don't really care. I just want to see if the checklist pops up. Because I'm really curious about the engines and shit on this airplane now, and seeing if they've done like an upgrade like they've talked about, because I've seen what they've said before and it never seems to hold true. It always seems to be some bullshit, you know, that it just does not compute with me when it says they've upgraded certain things and it sounds the same as it always has. Come on. It'll take a minute. It's my first time loading in. But you know, let me turn off live weather. That'll help back. Oh, that's fine. Still. This should help loading. Yeah, let's see here. Microsoft Flight Simulator main screen detached. Okay. Alright, that's working now. Dubai is working. Does it have our checklist? Nobody's made a check. No. No, that is not true. I did. The B390. It should be in what I set up here. See? For all sims. Do I need to do A359 here? Yeah, it might just not be working right tonight because nothing has really worked right on this tonight. Oh, come on, simulator. Let's go, bitch. Come on. Maybe I am the first, but I didn't make it. We have all of them right here. I'm after start, taxi. Fuel block, passenger number, taxi. Garrett. We still can't even get in. What the fuck is going on? Well, I'm not worried about it tonight. I'm in the stream. We ain't gonna just sit here and do nothing. I got other stuff I could be doing, but I'll be back tomorrow for sure. Now that I got the itch scratched for streaming, I should be on tomorrow, hopefully. Doing the A350 from Dubai to Kuwait, Emirates Flight 853. Anyways, that's about it, my friends. I'll see you on the next episode of the Airplane Show. Hit like, subscribe, and do all that good shit. I will see you on the next episode. We have a good rest of the Saturday night. See ya.